Good
I'll send it.
morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. It is so nice to see your face.
Yours too.
What a joy to speak with you today. What a life you've lived. And I think that this book is really exciting because it talks about your past, obviously, but also how it brought you to your future and how you get to live on your own little prairie now.
100%. I know it's such, I'm so incredibly blessed. When I look back at the path of my life and all of the things that I walked through and went through and did and experienced that led me to this place now of real comfort and peace and
Yeah.
being comfortable in my own skin and knowing who I am and feeling really confident about that and confident about what's ahead. And I'm just really, really enjoying my life. And I'm incredibly grateful for that.
So this fixer-upper that you got was, I think all of us in our head, we think fixer-upper like, oh, it's super cute, but we're just going to add our own touches. It sounds like this was more like, we're going to sage it, get out the ghost that may be haunting this, and then move it.
Let me tell you, that's no joke. First of all, we moved in when we first saw it, we walked in and it was still full of the people before us, 20 years before us, their stuff. There was boxes of cereal in the pantry. There was bars of soap and shampoo in the shower. There were bottles of holy water everywhere, which when you talk
Also,
about-
it came furnished.
Exactly. That's hilarious. What I wanted to know, though, I was like, when I found the bottles of holy water, my first thought was, is this a conjuring house? Where am I? And dead deer heads on the walls. And, we cleaned it out. We took everything out of there, including this huge built-in bed that we had to take apart with a hatchet that was full of mice, which I was running. The closest thing I could find to catch them, I don't know why I thought I needed to catch them, was a crock pot. So I'm scooping mice up in the crock pot and running outside and rehoming them like they're not going to come right back in, like taking them to the woods. And we scrubbed, my husband, Tim Busfield, cleaned the ceilings with a combination of hydrogen peroxide and Clorox because it was also mildewed. But we knew, even with all of the crap in there, that this place could be home. And we'd set aside money in our budget we knew we had to put in heat. It needed new plumbing. It needed new wiring. It needed all kinds of stuff, carpet, all of it, flooring, everything. And we did it all and got it done and made it livable by Christmas 2019. So when March 13th, 2020 came, we had this wonderful place to go to. And now that's our primary residence.
What a blessing to have that ready to go when all of this hit, because I think all of us, especially in the beginning, we're looking for a safe space for our mind, for our body, for our health, for everything. And to have that you could share, how special.
100%. And it's not lost on us at all that this place that we nourished and nurtured into becoming this home nourished and nurtured us through lockdown in the first couple of years of the pandemic and continues to. And, we were looking at what was going on those first few weeks and, we'd always wanted to have the garden and the chickens. We talked about horses, and it was all sort of a fantasy because we didn't know how to actually do it. And then during lockdown, as the food supply chain became questionable and all that stuff started happening, we decided, okay, let's do it. But because nobody was working with anybody at that time, because we all had to stay away from one another, we did it all ourselves. I mean, to the point of actually assembling the saws to cut the wood, to build the things that we were building. And we did it. And, lo and behold, we have discovered this sort of aptitude for this DIYing and this wonderful lifestyle. We now have chickens, we have a garden, we have a puppy. We're about to start demolition on the deck. We're going to learn how to rebuild a deck. And we did shutters for the outside of the house. And
I love shutters.
it's so great because we're loving our home by doing all of this, and it just keeps loving us right back.
I love that so much. I also have to tell you, when I was reading your book, you were talking about how certain noises and like crunching and chewing, you want to throat punch people. And I have that same thing. And my dad did too. Like, I can listen to a lawnmower, I can listen to loud noises all day long, but someone like crunches one chip and they get the like side eye from me, like, what are you doing to me?
And don't you feel guilty and bad that you're that mean, horrible person? It's an actual diagnosed syndrome. It's misophonia. We have a thing. And
we do.
We do. And it's just something people have to, who know us well enough, have to deal with. And if we don't, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Mexican restaurants are a real problem for me with the chips and salsa. I find myself walking outside a lot.
If I can eat the chips at the same level as everyone else, then I can kind of like,
you find yourself timing your bites so that you're biting when other.
Yeah. Oh, we're all chewing with our mouth open too, like troglodytes. Cool. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Melissa, how can people read your book and read your story? Because first of all, we love you. I mean, like, we love you for our childhood, for everything. We love you. And now we get to know more about you. How can we learn more about you?
You can learn more about me by reading Back to the Prairie, for sure, which you can find at all sorts of booksellers. And you can learn even more if you go to www.modernprairie.com. That's a lifestyle line that was launched the same day as the book. And I am absolutely 100% hands-on. It's a celebration of all the things that are in the book, the crafting, the garden, the home, and also women. And we promote women entrepreneurs. We promote women who are independent. We promote all different sorts of women, and with a special emphasis on women 45 and older, and celebrating the fact that we're at this incredible time in our lives, and we don't want to be discounted or dismissed or told to just go off in a corner and put on a muumuu and be left alone. I'll wear a muumuu when I choose to, like I have today, because it's warm. And I'm sorry, but you can't make me smaller when I'm at this age. We keep getting bigger and better. So
amen, sister.
That's my goal, is to provide a place where we can celebrate one another and share ideas, homemade recipes, gardening tips, crafting tips, all of the wonderful things that we are as women.
I just adore you, and I am so thankful for you in all of our lives. Thank you so much, Melissa. What a joy.
Thank you, and thank you for my laugh of the day.
Have a good day, sweetheart.
You too. Take care.
Bye. Bye, Michael.
Bye, Amanda. I won't eat chips near you. Bye.